Welcome to the Hood Journal Podcast. I'm here with
Mel Tres.
Yes, sir. I'm here with
Roc Rilla.
Roc Rilla. I bet.
Nah, we'll start that over.
Roc
Rilla. Roc Rilla with an all. I'm talking to this shit.
All right, I'm gonna start it over. All right, so welcome to the Hood Journal Podcast. I'm here with
Mel Tres.
Roc Rilla.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mel Rock. I like to start off on my interviews by giving my guests their flowers of appreciation. Mel, we was able to lock in a little bit over a week ago. Appreciate you for inviting me out to Chico Benji Day.
Always, gang, always.
For me, and then you got me in this beautiful studio. We got a talented artist here with your boy Rockin' and Cut. And ready to get this conversation started. Mel, before we start, you mind telling us where we at?
We are East Harlem right now. We on 124th and 3rd Avenue, for me. Access Productions, for me. Shout out my son Rock.
Know that.
He let us come in the production studio, do this interview, for me. Bro, always been solid, for me. We in East Harlem right now, though, for me. Shout out all the guys.
Sir, always love one boy. I best say that. First question I want to get into. Before I talk to you, before I ask you about your upbringing, talk to me a little bit about. Let's look back at Chico Benji Day, right? So for me, that was August 6th. Talk to me about, before I ask you about the event itself, what gave you the idea to create a basketball tournament, remembering your two brothers?
I just seen like nobody was like really doing nothing for like the projects in the community, for me. Like, I was young, for me, my friend died. But that wasn't really like my closest means, but like that was my brother friend I used to be around, for me. But when he died, like nobody wasn't really like doing nothing like positive and like in a positive way, for me. So like 3 years ago, I just decided like, for me, I'm just doing a tournament on his name, see who come out, for me. Did the first tournament, shit went crazy, for me. So ever since then, everybody just been telling me, keep going. So that's why I just kept the tournaments going, for me. Just from there.
But did you have a relationship with Chico?
Yeah, like he was like my older brother friend, for me. So like I met him, like first time I met him, he came to my crib. This when I was living in Brooklyn. I came to my crib. I was young and shit, for me. I was in my room. He had pulled out my older brother, for me. He a funny nigga, like, for me. He walked in the room laughing and shit, for me. So I'm looking at him like, who this my brother? Like, yo, this Chico, for me. We go outside. We like, I'm gonna tell you a funny story, for me. So like, we go outside my crib and we see like this nigga I used to go to school with, for me, mind you. This like elementary school, for me, when I met him and shit. So we outside my crib. We see a nigga like I used to go to school with coming down like on a bike. So like, Chico like, yo, we on that. Like, me and my brother have bikes, but like, he have a bike, for me. So he like, yo, we on that. I'm telling nigga like, yo, I know him, for me. Like, free my brother, bro. He could tell you the same thing, gangster, bro. Free Tata, for me. I'm telling him like, yo, we on that. So I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I know this nigga. Like, we go to the school together, for me. So he like, nah, fuck it. We just go. Like, for me, he just take the bike from that nigga. He just skate over, for me. Like, me and my brother just saying here laugh. I'm telling nigga like, yo, bro, I gotta go to school the next day, for me. All this shit gonna fall back on me and shit, for me. Like, for me, he ain't give it back though. He a grimy nigga, but for me,
Yeah. That's
how I met him, shit, for me. RP Chico though.
Yes, sir. What was your reaction when you found out the unfortunate news?
I was on the train with my mom's, my sister and brother, for me. We was going home, and my aunt, she had called my mom's like Chico got shot, for me. Chico know my aunt, she too, for me. So she had called my mom's, was like Chico got shot. At first, I didn't even make a reaction because I didn't really know what was going on. Like, I ain't, like, for me, they telling me he got shot. So I'm like, me being young, I'm thinking he just gonna make it or something like that, right, for me. Right. So we get home and stuff, for me. I'm guessing like as soon as we get home, my mom turns on the TV and it's like breaking news. East Harlem teen shot down the block, for me. And I was just like, damn, this shit that true, for me. I'm a kid, like I ain't really say that, but this is what I'm thinking, for me. So it's like, damn, like. Right. That happened, for me. I didn't even know, like, for me, I started crying because I didn't really get to spend that much time with him, for me. I was young, for me, he was a little older, so I didn't really, for me, being with a cool nigga like that, you just lose him like that, shit is just crazy, for me.
Right. And then, for me, you already have the basketball tournament to honor his legacy, but outside of the tournament, what do you plan on doing to continue carrying on his legacy?
As far as trying to carry on his legacy, probably just put him in, like, the music I make. For me, just honor him in a positive way. Try to keep all the negative stuff aside, for me. Not really, it's a lot of politics and stuff, going on in Harlem, for me. Too much negativity, but me, I just try to stay away from all that. I try to keep my friends away from all that, for me. Like, I just, just try to stay away from anything bad coming our way, for me. Right. Just try to put his name in my songs, for me. Try to keep the tournaments going on every year. But just make sure that we situated for me.
Say that. All right, bro. Rock. Did you have a relationship with Chico at all?
No, I honestly never got to meet little bro personally, right? But it's crazy because one day I was in Julio Medina's office. And you know Julio Medina is the CEO of Exodus.
Yeah.
He's the man that made all of this possible.
Mm-hmm.
But he has like a little like shrine, like a memorial in one of his corners, and he has one of the chains and it says, you know, RP Chico. It's a T-shirt.
Wow.
But for that to be in the CEO's office, I know that this kid had to have significance. So I always remembered seeing that, right? And I never asked him because that's the last thing you want to do is bring back that memory for
Right.
a person. So, and then when I met them, I automatically made the connection. You know, this is where you built all of, you know, all of his babies. You know, with these Exodus projects was built here, and
Right.
this community means a lot to him. So for Chico to be directly from this community, it had to affect this organization as well because they care about these kids
Right.
as if they were their own. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how I was able to realize, like, yo, this kid must have really missed something.
Right. Shout out Exodus for that one. That's tough.
man.
And then with that being said, Mel, for those that don't know, what kind of person was Jay Benji?
Jay Benji, he was also a funny nigga too for me. I ain't gonna lie, talk about my son be making me cry sometimes thinking, but for me, I'm gonna do it because it's the interview and shit for me. But
Nah, you don't have to if you don't want to.
nah, I'm gonna do it for me.
Okay.
It's the interview for me. My son name gotta be heard too, but my son was a goofy nigga. You heard, like, I don't even know how to explain like how he was. Like for me, always excited, thoughtful. You know, like he's just always on go for his means. Like for me, just loyalty and hunting. Like for real, for me. Like that was really my brother. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like for me, not every day, but like that was really my brother. Like for me, like we chill every 2 days and shit. For me, like we smoking. I'm in his crib. For me, we outside. Like we just doing mad other shit. For me, every day. Like for me, me and him, all the other bros. For me, then when that other shit happened, that shit was just like, shit was just crazy for me.
Right.
Shit was just
Right. And then for me, outside of the tournament, how do you plan on continue to carry his legacy?
the same way I do with Cheek Money. For me, just can't forget him. For me, just add on.
Gotcha.
Do the same thing.
Talk to me a little bit about what was your reaction? How did you feel about the turnout for the 3rd annual Chico J Benji basketball tournament?
I ain't gonna lie, people been telling me that was the best one yet. For me, they
That's
been telling
fire.
me like for me, that was the best one yet. I did my thing on that. For me, the first year, all my guys was home for me, so it was like I felt the energy more. Like for me, all my guys was home. It was more love for me. The second year, that's when Wagner had built a new blue coach and shit for me. So that's when I was like, I bet we gonna do it this year. We lit. Then the 3rd year was like, like I gotta up it. Like for me, like I really gotta like make sure like this tournament right here is like it's the one. For me,
Right.
that's why I invited you. For me, to come on.
Appreciate
That's
that,
why I had
appreciate that.
Junior come on. That's why I had Billy. Shout out Rolling Billy for me. Shout out my son Billy. That's why I had Billy come out for me. I just had to make sure that tournament was like the one for me.
Right.
Get new jersey colors. You see, it was the pink and blue.
That
Instead
was
like
tough.
for me, instead of like the white and black. Try to do something different for me. We had the food outside, everybody outside for me. Only thing that blew my was like the pile on the court and shit for me.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
That's the only thing that blew my for me. It was the pile on the court. But other than that, for me, I had fun.
Right,
You had
right.
fun?
Yeah, no, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie. You seen my post. I'm actually in the middle of a little break, but I don't know. Something attracted me to you and attracted me to the event. So I was like, I gotta pop out. Like it's just something that made me want to pop out. But for you, I wanted to ask, what made this basketball tournament like the 3rd annual? What made this the one? Like the one that everybody remember? What you think?
I feel like that's the one everybody remember because of the cameras. Everybody like the cameras. Everybody like the cameras that was outside for me. Everybody wanted to be on the cameras. Everybody was showing up because of the cameras for me. That's what I knew I had to bring outside the cameras. I know everybody gonna show up because there's cameras outside
that's a
for me.
fact.
So that's why I was like, fuck it, just have the cameras outside for me. That's why I feel like this the one to remember. Like I've seen more people come out than the 1st and 2nd year for me.
That's
People I
dope.
never seen for me. Rappers outside, everybody outside, everything lit for me. No negativity, straight positivity. Man.
Fire. Yeah. Rock. Yeah. Everything he said was facts. I think the only thing that disappointed people about such an amazing day was the reffing. I don't know what that was about. People don't like the refs. Which I don't know.
Shout out. Yo, shout out Shumpter, bro. We got a video of Shump
Wow.
going crazy, bro. Shump was telling everybody he ain't get paid for this. He like, yo, bro, I ain't even get paid for this shit, bro. And why he's yelling at me?
Right, yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, for me.
Mel has some words to say to the ref too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, for me, like, when you from the hood, bro, and you playing basketball, for me, especially when it's a ref involved, you'll feel like the ref cheating and shit, for me. Like, you just feel like, nah, he cheating. Like, he cheating for the other team, for me.
To be honest, I like to call my own calls. I could care less
Oh,
for a ref. I know when I'm getting fouled. I don't need you to do that, brother.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because there's sometimes people don't get hit, but they still get to the line.
No, sometimes like the ref will call shit for me
Right.
that I would have never called, but it's like, yo, good call, ref. You get these freebies. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta literally close on me.
Right.
For me to be like, nah, you violated, nigga. Check up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I bet. And then last question in regards to the tournament. Feel me, the third annual one just passed, but what can supporters of you, people from Wagner, expect from the fourth annual J Benji Chico basketball tournament?
I don't really want to speak too much on that for me because I got something in the works coming up for me. I got something coming for me, but
Say no more.
definitely more cameras outside for me. Definitely. Everybody, for me, just stay tuned for that. Definitely more cameras for me. I'm going to up it next year. I'm telling y'all, just watch for me. I got something coming for y'all.
All right, bet. Say no more. All right, with that being said, let's get into the next question. So, Mel, talk to me a little bit about your upbringing. Talk to me about the neighborhood you come from, family and friends you grew up with, shit like that.
I grew up in East Harlem for me, Wagner Projects for me. I didn't grow up there my whole life. I grew up in Brooklyn for me, but I started chilling up here and I was like 11 for me. My grandma lived in Taino for me.
Okay, cool.
So ever since like I was 11 for me, I lived in Harlem for me, and from there for me, we just went up.
Right.
18 for me. I done did a lot for me at my age. For more other niggas for me, but we not gonna talk about that. Yeah, for me, I'm from Taino too. For me, 123rd, 3rd Avenue.
Yes, sir. What was it about, the East Side, East Harlem, that attracted you to it in terms of like, you grew up for some time in Brooklyn, but you still making that trip all the way to East Harlem. Like, what was it about the neighborhood that attracted you to it?
I ain't gonna lie, it was my brothers for me. Like, I told you how Chico pulled up to my crib in Brooklyn and shit for me. So I went to Harlem, not the same day, but like a couple weeks after for me. That's my first time going. So I went to Harlem. I just liked the environment for me.
Right.
Chilling with my older brothers and his mans and shit for me. Me being a younger one around mad older people for me, just, adapted to my environment for me.
Right.
I'm little bro to them for me. Back then I was little bro to them for me. So I was just always around for me, just chilling outside and shit for my older brothers. And just jacking me for me. He's my brother friends for me. They don't got no other choice, but for me, I grew up to, for me, we old mans now. For me, free the guys though, for me.
Yes, sir.
Free Dust.
Yes, sir. And then with that being said, what compares Wagner? What makes Wagner and Taino Towers? What makes them different to other hoods in Harlem and in the city?
We just different from we really them niggas though. For me, gangster, like everybody in Harlem know we really top one. Like for me, top one block. Like everybody know, like nobody rap better than us. Nobody do it better than us. For me, we just dumb. For me, y'all can check the numbers too.
Yeah, sure. I bet. Roc, are you from East Harlem or?
No, I'm from Ghost Town.
From where? No, he's at Ghost Town. He's at Ghost Town?
Yeah.
You liar, right?
Nah, that's the name of my block. So literally, Ghost Town is next to the land. If you know where the land is at, the land is 169 and Webb. That's where Mac Bowles started.
Okay.
At.
Oh, okay.
So I'm from 166 and Wash.
Oh,
that's like
okay.
3 blocks apart. So
for a year, I lived on 168 and 3rd. I know there was like some chicken slaughter shit across the street from my crib for 1 year. I don't really like living out there.
And it's a hill that go up with the slaughterhouse. There's a gym in there.
Nah.
So you was literally, and you know how they say pick a side of down the middle. You was literally in the middle of both hoods. Like that's
crazy.
the only like neutral side.
I'm in there right now because I'm not gonna say where I live at, but you feel me? If I make a left, if I make a left, it's Jackson. If I make a right, it's Cortland.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like left, hollow, right.
That's crazy. I guess. So y'all call it Ghost Town?
Yeah, Ghost Town. So
okay. What was it like for you growing up in Ghost Town? Mac Baller origins. What was that like?
That was a scary time, bro. Like a lot of people was trying to get clout, and the only way to get clout is you gotta come up on a nigga. So everybody out. I'm saying to get that good knockout, that good head tap. Poke a nigga and get out the party. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to be the victim, so everybody trying to be the first one to do it.
Right.
So it was a dangerous time, you know?
Right. And then I guess like I asked Mel, like what compares you, what makes your hood different to other hoods in the Bronx and the city?
Niggas just different. That's crazy because I don't know other way to say it.
I geeked.
Like, that's how true it is. Niggas just different, and like my shit was a little different because like I was gorilla. You know what I'm saying? And I was 2 blocks away from the land, and at one point in time, like the Max and the Apes became like the Bloods and the Crips, like literally on site, like no program. You know what I'm saying? So I'm literally 2-3 blocks from there. Like I gotta do everything here. You know what I'm saying? Wash my clothes, get my groceries, walk my son and my daughter, That's not cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I better say that. I bet. So Mel, I want to ask you. So talk to me about your early memories with music in terms of like, who were you listening to growing up? Who were some artists that inspired you?
I was listening to Lil Durk for sure back then, when I was little, back in like 2012. I was listening to Chief Keef. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of niggas might like say they don't jack this, but I was fucking with Justin Bieber too. For me, I was.
Shit, I mean that's who he was listening to. Justin. Everybody had Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
heart.
for
like,
me, like everybody they
was
be capping
jacking
saying
him.
they don't listen to Justin Bieber. For me, I was listening back then too. For me, Justin Bieber. Who else? I don't know. I was listening to a lot of people. Like I was listening to a lot of people when I was young.
So with that being said, what was it about? I guess let's go with Dirk and Chief. What was it about them that attracted you to their music?
Like the drill scene, like for me, you know, the way they came up, the shit they was talking about for me, the stuff they was doing for me,
Right.
all of that, like that's what attracted everybody to listening to their music at first for me. Now third guy's on a little wave. He in a different track right now for me, in a different lane.
Gotcha.
So.
And what about Keith for you? In terms
I
of
haven't
like, where he's at now?
lately. I haven't really been listening to Keith. For me, Keith, I don't know. I haven't really been listening to him. Back then, yeah, but right now, I haven't really heard nothing new. For me, I heard one song. I was jacking it a little bit, but not really my vibe.
And then, what was it about Justin Bieber that made you fuck with his music?
It was just that baby song for me. Just that baby song.
Everybody jacked that song. I jacked that song.
For me, it was just that baby song. Everybody was bumping it, so I was bumping it too. For me,
right. I feel like real niggas say that they was jacking that song. There's nothing wrong with that song.
Yeah,
like, what you think, Roc?
No, it's cool.
Right.
It's one of those songs where you always gotta tap your feet or some shit.
Right.
You can't deny it.
Bobby ahead.
You gotta
For me.
listen to it.
I bet. Roc, what are some of your early memories of music in terms of who were you listening to growing up? Who were some artists that inspired you?
So to be honest, like I started doing music as a battle rapper.
Oh, dope.
That's how I was kind of introduced. Like my first taste of it was a block party.
Okay.
Like, that's in my real bio online and shit. But after that block party, if I'm saying I got a great reception from the crowd. I was like 10, 11. So it's the fact that I was young and I was sitting there rapping and shit. But I fell in love with that energy. But as how you say it, like the next couple months, this is when like the URL, the smack shit,
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying, started hitting the scene, and yeah, I thought that was the dopest shit ever. So I started battling dudes from other schools, and like I was so nice with it, like literally like lyrical, like dudes could see past the battle, they listen to what I'm saying,
Right.
you understand, and they like, yo, why you don't write songs? Like everybody always, if I'm saying, when you be playing the freestyling, Mel, you know niggas in the early days of when you started writing music, niggas will push you by saying that, like, yo, why you don't write songs?
Yeah.
And that'll make you sit down like, damn, what a hook look like? What 2-3 verses look like? What a bridge look like? And then, cause that shit is art, like you gotta really build that shit.
Right.
And once I fell in love with building music, like songs, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was history.
What was for you? What was the most memorable moment at a battle rap event for you? I guess participating or you witnessing?
Nah, the craziest shit would just be going, like, I went to, like, Stevenson in the Bronx.
Okay,
like, just to
Soundview.
go battle, just to go battle a nigga, and just having niggas at his school go crazy on some, like,
You
that feel
kind of
crazy.
nigga in his own hood is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? My niggas already going nutty now, and now I got shit niggas moving dusty. Like, they looking at you bad, like, damn, you made us look crazy. That's the greatest feeling. Like, niggas don't got to tell you nothing. Like, you know you won that battle.
Right.
My gangster.
That's fine. And then before I move on, what's the craziest verse you spit at a battle? It's tough when you got a lot of tough.
Probably don't
bars.
even remember.
Right, like that was some shit. Damn, I actually got a battle online where I had ran down on Wycliffe and one of his artists and battled them like outside the Grammys. And gangster, like
Outside the Grammys?
outside the Grammys, I went crazy, man.
That's
like, I had just came home and shit. I was on some bullshit. Like, I really went back to battle rap just to like let dudes know, like, nigga, I'll do music. Like, I'll pull up, whatever. But
That's why.
I'm gonna think of the line, but I really do got a crazy bar that literally made everybody.
So when you get that, just let me know. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Say that. Mel, what are some of your early memories in music in terms of like, when did you know that becoming an artist was something you wanted to do?
I ain't gonna lie. Before, and I was just playing around with it. I didn't want to be like a rapper or nothing for me. But when I made Heartbreak University, that's when I was like, I am trying to take it serious for me. Then I just started doing thrillers, dropping thrillers, and my shit just going crazy, like doing thousands of numbers for me on Instagram. I'm just going crazy, like doing mad numbers, hundreds of comments for me, getting hundreds of shares for me from everybody for me. So that's why I was just like, I'm gonna just take it from there and just try to see what happened. Gotcha.
So with the track Heartbreak Anniversary, around that time with music, you weren't really like full serious with it. You were still.
Nah, I was. I'm not gonna say I wasn't fully like. I was doing it. I was doing it, but I wasn't like on it like Wagner. Like I wasn't like on. I was just going to Rock Studio making songs and shit for me. Like Rock. The reason I did that song was in his studio for me. Okay. That song originated in his studio. So I went to his studio. We did the song for me, and then from there it was just like I was just gonna do it. But I don't know, something like that.
Why did you make that song? Like what? Why did you make that song?
I ain't gonna lie, I just heard the beat. Like, it was a Shawnee Ben Laden beat, the Heartbreak Anniversary shit for me. So, I heard it. I was in my bathroom. I ain't gonna lie, I was in my bathroom. And, just before Jay Benji had died for me, I was in my bathroom. And then everybody was like, do the beat. Like, I'm showing it to my mans. So, I go home that night, I go in my bathroom. I'm just writing to him. I'm thinking about everything that happened to me for me, trying to put it into, like, lyrics and shit for me. So, I'm writing for me. I'm just putting pain in the song for me. And then I just hit Rock up the next day, like, yo, I'm trying to do this song. Give me 30 minutes, bro. I ain't even asked for an hour. Like, I was just trying to do this song so bad, bro. I said, give me 30 minutes, bro. I'm going to do one song. He did it for me. And how it turned out, bro, for me. Did the track. Shout out Kane Frame, too. He did the visuals.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that next. Rock, I wanted to ask you, what do you remember most about that studio session where Mel recorded Heartbreak Anniversary?
I remember his energy. Like the same like urgency that he had with that, yo, bro, just please, like, because at that time it started to get a little weird because it was so much traffic coming through that, you know, the engineers was like, they had session and they was almost running, but that's why he was like, yo, bro, I need to get in there. I don't care what's going on, who ain't trying to record. I need 30 minutes, and I had to stress that to the engineer, like, yo, bro, give my son 30. He don't fuck around. And Mel came in there, focused, like, went right into it. I don't even think he did 2 takes, like.
Nah, it was one take.
That's fine.
One take, but like a little add-in with the ad-lib.
Like, he was ready. Like, literally, he was probably doing that shit in the mirror 20 minutes before he
Yeah, my son ate. Yo, it's a funny story, too. Yo, when Kai see his interview, too, he gonna be tight. Watch. When Kai see his interview, he gonna be tight. Kai was sleeping in the stool. Remember? Me and 8 hours in the booth. Yo, Kai sleep on the table. We telling him, like, yo, bro, get up. Like, throw your verse on the track. Like, hurry up, bro. We about to be done. He didn't want to get up for me, so we like, all right, fuck, we just gonna do it out here.
He needed his sleep. For me, needed his sleep. Busy guy. Mel, I want to ask you, the sense of urgency that Rock is speaking about, because I felt that sense of urgency when you wanted me to come to the tournament. Like, you wanted me to come. You wanted to like make sure, even on the way here, you was like, yo, bro, like, what time you gonna come? You just wanted to make sure that everything
was 30, yeah, everything was fine.
Where do you get that sense of urgency from to make sure that your work is in the best possible position to succeed?
At 18.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just want to make sure everything perfect for me. Like, you can ask my girlfriend, she said no, and then for me, she know. Like, I might be annoying, but for me, like, like, I just try to make sure everything perfect for me. Like, studio sessions, getting stuff for her, trying to make sure I don't get her tight. Like, for me, you gotta make sure everything perfect for me, bro. Like, that's why anytime I work with somebody, I try to make sure we both on the same page. So anything we do, anything we got to plan for me, it go well.
Right, I appreciate that. And then also I wanted to ask, was that track or that process of creating that track, was that the moment that you realized, like, yo, I have to take this serious? Because before you say you didn't, but it sounds like throughout the planning process, you took it pretty serious. So, like, was that the track that made you take it serious, or was it like a different situation that was like, yo,
nah, that's the track that made me take it serious.
Okay.
Because of the numbers it did, because of how the visuals look for me. Just like the whole outcome of that video, that's the video that made me take it serious. But I'm telling you, like, before that, like, I wouldn't say I was really taking it serious. I was just doing music, like dropping thrillers and shit, trying to see like
Right, trying
what's
to
the
fill it out,
vibes. Yeah, like fill it out. But I ain't gonna lie, niggas always been jacking me, bro. Like niggas always been jacking my music, bro. Like regardless, I always been like getting love for my music, bro. Like for me, like even since I started, for me, like I always been getting love, bro. For me, so since that track, it just made me want to keep going.
I bet. What do you remember most about the video shoot for the track? Where came from?
I ain't gonna lie, Cane Frame pulled up. My son Cane Frame pulled up for me. We was in front of Taino waiting for him. He was with his means for me. Cane Frame a cool nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie, real nigga. My son Cane Frame pulled up. He did the visuals for us for me. We went to the back. I ain't gonna lie, like we had the little niggas with us for me, so they was in front. They was just bugging. Cane Frame like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, y'all little niggas gotta stop for me. Yo, for my son Carter was like, yo, bro, y'all little niggas bugging. That's why I call the video shoot. You just start spazzing for me. So Cane Frame telling niggas like, yo, y'all gotta chill for me. So I'm like, y'all gotta for me relax. That's why we started being in the front type shit for me, cause he wanted everything to be straight, valid for me. That's why I fuck with Cane Frame, cause he want his client's video to be perfect for me.
Dope.
He's not the type of nigga to just get the money and just be like, oh, I'm gonna shoot your vid and just say the shit back. He'll ask you like what you want.
Right.
Your vid, like he'll ask you like if you want this type of edit.
He'll include you in the whole process.
Yeah, like for me, he even like for me, you gotta pay him for me, but he even like gets you paying to do extra edits and shit for me.
That's dope.
It's worth it though. I ain't gonna lie.
I bet say that. Roc, I gotta ask you the tough question. Who had a better verse on the track, Mel or A-Dot?
Nah, that's fake OD. Nah, that's fake.
You can plead the fifth.
To be honest,
That's OD, I ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
gonna call it the Splash Brother effect.
Okay.
That was really like Curry
that
and
was
Steph. Like,
Kobe and Shaq.
I mean, I was
MJ and Pippen.
Kobe and Shaq. That was Clay and Curry type shit. Like
that.
they both. It was like 40 and 42 type shit. Like they was right there.
Right. And then with that being said, why do you feel like the track did so well numbers wise? Like it's close to 35K, right, Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you feel like the track did so well numbers wise?
No funny shit. Like Mel said it. Like niggas really fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that they was lacking was the fact that they wasn't giving niggas what they wanted, which was the visuals, which was the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you representing a really important part of Harlem.
Mm-hmm,
like
that's fine.
Tainos and Wagner, and this is, this is a big corner of it. So I felt like they was waiting on that. And besides that, I got an ear for music. You know what I'm saying? And when I first heard him, I already knew he had it. That's why anytime he asked me for time, I made sure, you know what I'm saying, he got it.
Right.
But
Dope.
Mel was playing, man. Harlem been waiting, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I feel like the only thing about the track that I felt a little indifferent about was that the song wasn't longer. It was only like a minute and a half. I wish it was like 3 minutes.
Great teaser.
I'm telling you, it was because of the time we had. For
Okay.
me.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I told you about the story about the time we had. For me,
Okay,
like
okay.
for me, we were just trying to make sure everything was perfect. That's why I was telling you, I was trying to tell Khan get up so he could just throw his verse on him quick for me, so he could be on soon. But that's all I had written down. For me, A-Dot did that off the top. A-Dot wasn't even, for me, supposed to be on the song. A-Dot just pulled up for me, like, yo, I got a verse for me, just do it off the top, and that shit went crazy.
I bet. So Mel, let's talk a little bit about some of the other visuals you have out. I know you got a song called "Go Cool" with J Dotty
My
P.
son J Dotty.
Talk to me about what you remember most about making that track.
Shout out my son J Dotty too when you see this, bro. Shout out my son J Dotty, bro. For me, really my heart, bro. But we may go cool. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, he may go cool on his phone.
Oh, okay.
He may go cool on his phone.
That's dope.
Off the band lab shit for me. And then I'm guessing he had sent it to me. And I'm listening, I'm like, nah, this shit fire. Like, we gotta do it in the studio. We can't do it off the phone type shit for me.
Right.
So we had went to my son Vivo's studio in a project type shit for me.
Fire.
And just doing a project type shit for me, like real project shit. So we in the studio, he do his verse to the song he sent me. He like, yo, you got your verse? I'm like, yeah, I just, for me, do a little verse on there. That shit went crazy on the gram too, I ain't gonna lie, for me. Then we did the vid. Shout out Billy, you heard my son Vivo got his Billy for me. That's the first time we met Billy and all that.
Yes, sir.
Billy pulled up. It was mad cold too. I ain't gonna lie, it was mad cold that night for me. We done. I'm gonna tell y'all about what happened for me. Like I'm a real nigga. Like I'm gonna tell y'all. Like for me, it really happened though. Like when Billy pulled up, like I was supposed to get the location to shoot for the vid for me. But what happened was the person I had got the location where he did some other shit for me. So I was like, alright, fuck, I gotta come with a location to shoot now.
Okay.
So we on the block. Billy pull up. I'm like, damn, I don't even got the location. My son Ben's like, yo, it's this abandoned daycare, like in the middle of the block. It's this abandoned daycare in the middle of the block for me. It got a broken window. We could all get in there. For me, we get in there. As you can see how big it was, how creative it was. For me, that shit was just lit. We got in there. We all were just deep. We did the vid. My son Billy set up his lights. Only cameraman I know that really do some hood shit like that. For me, gangster. Nigga really climbed through the window to shoot for us. You heard?
That's fine. Shout out Biddy. He's different. And then feel me. Your most recent visual, another track that Biddy was able to shoot. I know it's 2 tracks, Time Change and I'm Sick.
Yeah, it's like 2 in 1 thing.
Okay.
I told him like I don't really like Time Change like that for me. That was like a song I made back then. I don't know why I decided to make like a video to it type shit for me, but we shot the vid, it came out fire for me.
Yeah, it did.
It was fire for me. Then the other one though, that's not like a full vid, it's like a preview for me. That's just like that went crazier than the first one on for me, so that's why everybody want me to drop it. But I don't know, bro.
Yeah, when we getting the full version of I'm Sick?
I'm real soon, bro. Whenever y'all want that from me, I just gotta let me know. I'm gonna redo the video though. See, that was a preview. That was only like a preview. I gotta redo the video.
Gotcha. Okay. And then Mel, with that being said, we talked about the visual you have out. Feel me? We're getting close to the fourth quarter, 2022. What should fans, supporters of you expect, music wise, project wise, for the rest of 2022 and beyond?
For the rest, I'm not gonna drop an EP or album. I don't know. Like for me right now, I'm focused on like other stuff right now. It's like I do the music stuff for me, but it's like other life stuff going on right now for me. So I'm focused on both for me. So I'm not gonna really say I drop like a project or anything, but I definitely give out like some singles for me, some fire singles. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I got some good features coming too.
Say that.
I'm about to start shooting with all these cameramans for me. I'm about to, we about to tap in.
Yes, sir. What is it like? Cause I feel you in terms of like you gotta juggle the life with your passion. Like, what is that like for you, having to juggle 2 very important things, as like your life and then feel me your craft? Like, what is that like juggling both?
I mean, it's not easy, but you gotta make it work for me. Like, you gotta make it work, bro. Like, if you want something, you gotta get it, bro. For me, like, you can't just do music 100% unless you signed to something. You fully focused on music.
Right.
I'm not signing that for me. Like, so it was like other life stuff going on for me, family, other stuff going on for me, other than music. But for me, when I got the free time, that's when I lock it on the music.
Right. And then with that being said, what do you feel like you have to do?
But I'm always in the studio though.
Right.
You can ask my girlfriend. I'm always in the studio. She get mad when I go to the studio.
I know he be sleeping in the studio. And with that being said, what do you feel like you have to do from here on out to continue to reach the heights that you want to reach with the music?
I want to get bigger. For me, I'm gonna just stay consistent. For me, I'm just drop more videos when I get the free time. For me,
yes sir.
Make sure all my videos is creative. Can't just be shooting video just to shoot it. For me, just make sure all my videos is creative. I'm just keep going up. For me and my niggas.
All right, best say that. And then Roc, I also want to ask you, talk to the people a little bit about some of the music projects, whatever content that you have out for the people to bump.
Well, I got a dope record out right now with Prada Dot.
Yes,
Bigger
sir.
than that. It's on Apple, all streaming platforms, and I just did a record with Dub Aura.
Okay,
You know
cool.
what I'm saying? Pretty big from the Deuce and all that. Just shut down Summer Jam with Lady London.
That's dope. That's dope.
Hell yeah, it's called.
You say you shut down Summer Jam?
Hold on, let's clarify.
Yeah, he
that.
being a little too humble. He's being a little bit too humble.
Nah, you know what's so crazy? Nah, I wasn't at Summer Jam, right? And I almost made myself feel bad about that because I had worked all year trying to get a record out to make it there,
Like to perform on Summer Jam?
Facts. I had that kind of confidence. Like, I'm gonna get a record that's gonna buzz to the point where I can perform it at Summer Jam, even if it's just hot for the summer. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get to make it to Summer Jam, but I got booked with Rain to perform for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So I literally did the
I was
whole
out there
Fifth Ave
too.
shit, yeah, with the flow, Fat Joe.
Oh, that was on Fifth Ave?
On Fifth
Okay,
Ave.
cool.
Fat Joe in front of us, Bad Bunny, you know what I'm saying, J.I., it was lit. But we had our own Exodus flow, and I performed for 1 million people in person, millions of people on TV.
What was that experience like?
Literally on top of the world.
That's
people,
dope.
I'm on Fifth Ave, bro, and people hanging out windows, and that was crazy. It was I'm being goofy talking about it, it's no fun, bro. Gangsta, that was like Fake the Garden for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. And then talk to people about the process that led you to that point. Feel me? You were working your ass off for a different goal, and then feel me? What was the feeling like when you weren't able to make it a Summer Jam, but things worked out for you in the end? Like, what was that entire process for you like, working to that point?
That was I don't know. That's like fake thinking you got snubbed and you really won the whole time. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
It was just like a joke on you, but that's how I felt. Like I felt like I got snubbed, and then that came through, and I had to count my blessings. Like,
Right.
I'm watching they shit from my gram, but I got 1 million shares of people watching me from behind, barricades and shit while I'm performing. So
That's
I'm like,
dope.
yeah, man. And always remember, bro, like, and that's when I started looking at shit differently. When somebody said this example, like, when you go to a restaurant, I'm saying, and you see somebody bring a plate out of food, I'm saying, they might get their steak first, bro, but that don't mean my shit not coming.
Right.
It's just a
Everything
waiting
happens for a
I
reason.
started talking some real shit.
Nah,
That's
gangsta.
really
So when I
good.
thought about it, I'm like, it's easier now to wait for the plate because I know my shit coming. You just got yours first.
Right.
So,
Easier said than done though. It's really hard to be patient, but that's a fact.
yeah, bro. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, and not to steal the time, but I did, from saying a 7-year sentence, you know what I'm saying, for some shit that I probably could have avoided. But that's one of the main things jail teaches you, bro. Well, prison teaches you patience because you gotta wait for everything. You gotta sit there and wait for somebody to let you out that cage.
Right.
Wait for them to bring that food. Wait for my family to come. Everything is a wait. Yo, yeah, we gonna send you some bread. Yeah, we gonna come see you. You gotta wait.
Right.
So you start to really become a passive, like meticulous person because you don't have that freedom to just do what you want. And then when you get the freedom, now you know how to utilize it, and your weight game is crazy. Like,
We definitely gonna talk about that more in the next topic. So next thing I want to speak on. So with you being from Wagner and for me being a part of what they got going on, I remember I did an interview about a year back, and it was one of my boys from East Harlem. I think he's from East River. And like I know the two most infamous projects in East Harlem, according to him, was Jeff and Wagner, right? And then feel me, I didn't know much about any musical talent coming from Wagner except for the Blammas.
For the guys, for the Blammas.
Talk to me a little bit about that group, that collective of talent. Talk to me about some those guys.
Free Mel B, free Dot, free Op, free the guys, you heard. Like I said, like for me, Dot was one of my older brother friends. For me, free Dot, you heard. He innocent. All the guys innocent. For me, we ain't do nothing. But Dot was one of my older brother friends for me. I was one of my older brother friends for me. But Mel, I grew up with Mel for me. We around the same age for me. Like that's really my mans for me. Like Mel be really my mans for me. Free Mel though, you heard. Like, Op for me, like I met Op at Brooklyn.
Okay.
I met Op at Brooklyn for me. That we just so happened to be from the same projects in Harlem for me. So when we see each other again, it was like, for me, we be jack, we cousins and shit because of the blood for me. Like we really tight like that for me. So like, free all the guys though for me. Like I ain't gonna lie, like my sons is really going up. Like you could look them up on YouTube right now. Like their numbers really go crazy. Like I'm in majority of the videos and all that for me. Like free them though. You heard, like when they come back, it's gonna be dangerous for niggas. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Right. Now with that being said, feel me. Unfortunately, your brothers are in an unfortunate situation with the law. There's a lot of talented artists in New York City that's, feel me, unfortunately behind prison. You don't have to have the answer. You don't have to answer. But is there anything that can be done to prevent any more talented artists from being behind bars? Is there
What you
anything that
mean?
can be done?
Like, is there anything that can be done to prevent artists from doing time?
Yeah, basically.
You can't really say like the diss songs is like getting niggas locked up, like,
Right.
cause they made the law and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, certain niggas put themselves in certain predicaments to go to jail, bro. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, if you don't do shit, you won't go to jail, bro. Like, for me, because niggas will clown on you, say, oh, you don't do this, you don't do that. For me, but the same niggas end up in jail, you heard? Like, niggas don't say you nothing when you get in jail. Niggas don't call you. Niggas lie to you when you in jail. Niggas do all of that, bro, for me. That's why it's just best to stay on a positive path, bro, for me, so you don't end up with where the sucker niggas at, for me. You don't want to end up where the sucker niggas at, for me.
Right.
Want to stay in your own path, get money, you heard, for me. Provide for your family, bro. Feed your niggas, bro. Gangsta.
Right. Rox, you the perfect person to ask. Same question. Is there anything that can be done to prevent more young black men from getting locked up, artists or not?
I second what Mel said. You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't in shit, can't be in shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I was able to make it this far. I'm saying after coming home, I just kept myself away from people, places, and things that I know would bring me back to the same results. You know?
Right.
So I changed my circle, literally put my shit in a whole different pot, and this is what grew. So it works.
I best say that. That being said, let's talk about a couple of the more talented artists from Wagner. I remember I was in high school, my senior year, when TJ Porter dropped Harlem, and feel me, he was repping the hood and stuff like that. I really like that track. That was dope. Talk to me about his talent, his artistry. Talking about TJ Porter.
Yeah, that's my cousin, bro. Shout out TJ Porter, bro. Shout out AJ. For me, shout out We Gon' Bowl AJ. Shout out the whole We Gon' Bowl for me. Yeah, though when TJ first blew up for me, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was lit though. When he made, the song Tricky. Remember Tricky?
I'm not tapped in. I'm gonna listen to this after that.
That's the first. I think if I'm not sure, that's the first song he blew up off of. For me, Tricky.
That's fine. Okay.
When he blew up for Tricky, that's we was all bumping his shit for me. That's family for me. So we always show support for me. When he dropped that shit was going crazy. The whole hall was bumping that.
Right.
We used to go to Jelly Day. I don't know if y'all know, but he went to Jelly Day throwing the singles and shit for me. I was there. Nigga ain't recognize me for me because there's mad people there for me. But he pulled up his thing and shit for me. But yeah, my son, he going up for me. My son really talented though for me. That's fine. My cousin really talented. Everybody tap in.
Say that. And then also another talented artist. I was able to see him at the basketball tournament on Neek Bucks.
Yeah, shout out Neek Bucks too. My son always show me love too.
Talk to me about his talent.
Yeah, Neek Bucks followed me on the gram for me. I ain't like, I just thought I didn't.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't gonna lie, but when I was like, Neek always used to see me when I was growing up. For me, like I wasn't always around him. For me, like he an older nigga on the block for me. Right. But he used to always see me when I was growing up and sharing the basketball coach and always showing love because of my brothers and shit for me. But now he be tapped in, like he follow me on the gram, he comment on my music for me, share it, all that for me. He got his own record label now. Shout out to him for me. He going up for me. I might sign him. I don't know for me.
Yes sir.
He might sign for me.
He really is tapped in because the post that I made for the tournament, he did comment.
Yeah, he commented for me. He told you he be showing love for me. He be showing mad love to all the guys coming up for me.
And then with that being said, like, what is it like for you from growing up around Wagner, growing up in that area and seeing these talented artists in the neighborhood and they're like in close proximity? What is that like? That they're blowing up, but they're in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it inspired all of us. For me, everybody out chilling around. Like all of my niggas, all my friends. For me, we all rap. We all wanna like from go somewhere with the rap shit. For me, so we all rap. Shout out 2-3. Shout out Rob Porter. Shout out Chris Rich. Shout out Ray Kenzo. You heard. Shout out RK. Shout out 2-3 the label. You heard. But we all like for me. We all watching them grow up. I mean, we all watching them blow up and shit. For me. So we all like just want to rap. That shit inspired us, to be like not be like them, but like do what they doing for me. Right. Go up like them.
And
they not on some selfish shit either. Like they promoting niggas' music and shit. They trying to help niggas go up too for me. Right. So
yeah, shout out them. With that being said, before I go on to the next topic, I have to ask you. We can cut this part off. You want? I have to ask you. Like you need to have to answer this question. Is Justo B from Wagner? It's the Hood Journals, man. We going hood by hood, so I gotta make sure. And then I got a question for you, Roc, too, afterwards.
Yo, nah. So just to be, that's really my heart, though, bro. Okay. For me, that's really my son, bro. But I don't know. I can't really answer that question because, bro, I got a video with Justo right now. For me, like my brother video Justo ending. Like for me, I've been with Justo. For me, that's really my heart. That's what I'm saying. Like me, I'm not the type of nigga. I don't want to get into all the politics. For me, I'm in my own lane. For me, but whatever he doing over there, for me, I support it. For me, he support me. I support him. He never doing a funny shit to me. That's my man. For me, whatever he got going on, for me, that's him. For me, but
I just had to ask. I just had to be petty.
Yeah,
I just had to be petty.
He definitely was around the guys though. For me, he definitely was around them. For me, he still do. Shout out, bro.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is just me being petty. So, Roc, with you being living near the land, is Shimi from your neighborhood?
Yo, shout out my son Shimi too, bro. My son Shimi always show love. The nigga, why you mentioning niggas that always show love, bro? Like,
no, bro, I want to interview with them. Like,
I got you, bro.
I want to interview with them.
These niggas, like, bro, I know all these niggas, bro. They comment on my shit, all that, bro. They follow me.
I know niggas be on that side, but I could literally give you a whole bio of everybody from the town.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's what I could see. So I'm second in Mel again.
All right, bet. Say no more. Y'all just have to be petty.
But sometimes too, that could be a sub because if a nigga saying he from the town and I'm talking about like I don't really want to get into all that, that go crazy. If a nigga ever say that about me, I'm coming for you. Like fuck you, you don't want to get into that. Yeah, nigga, he from the town. Like that's the guy. Like, right. But sometimes, like Mel said, we really don't know. So it's like,
I respect it.
Really don't know.
I was just being petty. All right, bet. Shit, I don't even know if niggas know if I'm from my own hood, but that's the story another day. I like to ask this question to all my guests to get a scope how they feeling. But Roc, Mel, how's your mental health?
I'm not really suffering from nothing for me, but I just be thinking a lot. I be thinking about like bad shit though. I be thinking a lot about like my bros. For me, every time I get high, I start thinking. For me, I don't know why, but every time I get high, I start thinking about man this shit. But besides other than that, like, I'm not really stressing nothing. For me, life well. For me, I'm not really stressing nothing. For me, just keep going.
Say that. Roc, talk to me.
Man, that's a genuine question. People don't usually ask you that, so it's like weird to answer. Like,
Right.
It makes you think, like, what is my shit?
You don't get asked that
What's
every
my
day.
levels? Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But like Brody said, I'm alive, I'm breathing, and I know how a lot of other people's situations look. So that's how I could always mirror like how I should be feeling. Like,
Right.
Also, shout out my girlfriend too. I gotta say this real quick for me. I'm posting this on Instagram right here too. For me. Look, yo, when you find a girl for me that really keep you out of like like the negative shit for me, you really see like where you going in life for me. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I used to be outside all the like Roc, for me. I used to be outside and shit all the time for me. But when I got with my girlfriend for me, but she just showed me like a different side of life for me. Like I already know what I want to do for me. Cause of her for me. Like I'm not even in the streets for me like that no more for me. Cause I'm just trying to go up for me. Like just chilling with my girl for me, doing all that extra shit.
damn, man, you making me look crazy. Yo, shout out my girl. I want to say like, yo, you really, like my
Shout
heart,
out
like,
wifey.
Mel made a V day. Like nigga gotta get some flowers.
Yeah, I know.
man.
He's gonna hit you up so he can record a love song for her.
Nah, to be honest, I OD respect that, bro, because it always takes something to become your anchor. So if that's your heart, bro, that's fire. You know what I mean? Bro. Like we all need that, and for you to get it at this, this level in your life is perfect.
Yes, sir. Congrats, bro.
That's dope.
That's fire. With that being said, last question before I get into the quick hitters. Mel, Roc, what are your ultimate goals with the music? What do y'all hope to accomplish, and what kind of legacy do y'all want to leave behind?
I ain't gonna lie, I want 1 million views, bro. I want 1 million views, bro. Only cause I feel like I deserve it. Mm-hmm. I feel like I deserve 1 million views, bro. Like I'm really different, bro. Like I don't rap like these other niggas, bro. Like I gotta like for me hear the unreleased that I got, bro. Like I'm really different. I don't rap like these other niggas, bro. Like I deserve 1 million. This song right here deserve 1 million views. You feel me? But just I ain't promote this song right here. This song was just a drop because before Jay Benji died, RP Jay Benji, before he died, he told me this is one of his favorite songs at the moment. You feel me? Like I surely told me he was bumping it for me. Like yo, bro, like you gotta shoot this for me. That's when we shot it for me, and that happened for me. But I ain't gonna lie, like just keep going, bro.
All right, bro, say that. Roc, talk to me.
The end goal. I'm saying every artist want a mill. I ain't even gonna lie. My end goal, my end goal for real, man, is to like get property and get businesses off of this shit that works for me. Dope. Because to be honest, I really don't want to be an artist forever. Like I don't want to have to go on tour when I'm 50 just to pay some old tax debt that I owe. You know what I'm saying? Like I want this shit to work for me. I want 18 wing stops. I want to have 3 McDonald's.
18 wing stops.
Gangsters. So if this shit don't work, I could still be in all of these parties, still throwing the same amount of money, and I'm not putting out no music, and you can't figure it out. Gangster. So yeah, I want to become an entrepreneur behind this shit. Because right now I work for somebody. Even though I have a manager, I'm working to get them a good album. Unless see you later, nigga.
Right. I never thought about it like that. Appreciate that. All right, but. With that being said, let's get into the quick hitters. Couple of life fun questions I want to ask you to get the human side of you. First question I want to ask. Shout out All the Smoke for this one. What's the Mel? What's the first thing you do in the morning and the last thing you do before you go to sleep?
I ain't gonna lie. Roll up. She probably sitting over there like, yeah, don't lie for me. I get high for me.
Okay.
Brush my teeth, roll up for me. That shit like breakfast to me. I gotta have a blunt. Roll up, throwing 2K for me, get high for me. That's when I go get some breakfast after that. But I roll up in the morning. Sometimes not straight away. Like it depends what time I wake up. Like if I wake up at 12, I deserve to get high first thing in the morning. Like bro, it's 12 in the evening for me. Like you can't say like for me. You can't say that. But yeah, I smoke a blunt.
Right, and then the last thing you do before you go to sleep.
Last thing I do. Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about the next question, but finish up your answer.
Get high, bro. Feel me? Smoke a blunt, shower, go to sleep. For me, play your game too. I don't know. Regular shit.
Roc, talk to me. First thing you do when you wake up. Last thing you do before you go to sleep.
First thing I do when I wake up, not gonna lie, I try to like just get my computer going, like my brain and shit. Before I even make a decision. Like, but I ain't gonna reach for the ashtray. I like to leave clips. like clip blunts. Like I like that shit punch in the morning. Clip though.
From last night, right?
Yeah, if it was punching last night in the morning, that shit pain. Like hold up. So that shit really wake me
Tell
up.
you.
And you know I'm from the Bronx, so heavy on the grabber, like so that shit really wake a nigga up, get you going. First and yeah, definitely hit those. I spend like 10 minutes brushing my teeth, try to hit those good.
Okay.
And no funny shit. Last thing I do when I go to sleep is I try to kiss my girl.
That's real shit, literally and physically.
Yeah,
You feel me? Because you never know if it's the last time, and then feel me.
Yeah, but no funny shit. That's really the last thing you do. Because even if I smoke, I'm gonna put that out.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Kiss her and then
that's
go
a fact.
to sleep.
That's
So
a fact.
fact.
That's the last thing you do.
That's really the last
That's
thing you do.
the last thing you do. Bro.
Right.
I forgot about that.
I bet. Next question I want to get into. I don't smoke, but feel me, y'all brought it up with y'all first answer, so I gotta ask. Let's go Mel first. What are some of your smoking pet peeves? If a nigga do this around Mel, he can't smoke with him no more.
Oh man.
Different. I ain't gonna lie. You know how niggas be smoking, right? They don't realize how long they pulling the blunt for, so the blunt and be like mad burnt up to where you pulling from, bro. If a nigga do that around me, he can't smoke with me ever again. Gangster. He's faded. He's out of here.
He's shot.
Can't come to no. He's shot. He can't come to no more sites. For real. You do that, it's over.
I bet. Rock, talk to me. You're smoking pet peeves.
Fucking duck lips, bro. Niggas pulling up with them wet. Like if I get my shit back and no funny shit, I got like brown juice on my tip. That go like, bro, you don't got no respect for my blunt. So I'm gonna rip a third of this off and I'm gonna burn this down in front of you while we have this conversation because your turn is over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hate wet blunts. Like I feel like you should be conscious. You smoking somebody's shit to not what they blunt up. Or at least rip it off and give it back. Like that should be a number one rule. Rip the tip. Can we start that hashtag pause?
Yeah, pause. But if you know, you
know.
Nah, take that out the interview, man.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out.
I'm playing. Nah, but no funny shit. Just check the tip.
Say no more. Mel, this question is for you. What's the best spot to eat at in East Harlem?
Tropicals.
Where's that at?
That's on what street is that? 123rd, 124th. That's on 125th and 2nd.
Okay.
Shout out Tropicals, you heard. Get you right. It's a Spanish food spot. You gotta go there, bro.
And then what's your go-to when you go over there?
Oh, sometimes then we have a mac and cheese though, bro. I be wanting mac and cheese, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I get the oxtails with the beans and rice, yellow beans and rice, good gravy. Feel me? You get some sweet tea on the side. Depends on what you want to drink. Feel me? But I'm telling you, tell them I sent you. Feel me? You go to Tropicals.
I bet. I know. Feel me? There's a lot of politics with the East Harlem, but I know that I learned that the chopped cheese was created in East Harlem, right?
Yeah.
So do you ever visit Haji's or anything like that? I know. Feel me?
Yeah.
It's a different hood and shit.
Yeah. Nah. I've been at one time though. Like it was like I was in an Uber. But like my aunt wanted to stop at the store, but I realized it was the store that made the chopped cheese and shit. She was telling me, so I was like, I ain't get a chopped cheese. She was just telling me. I just been there though, for me. I ain't really get nothing.
I'm not gonna. I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
I was finished because you just fucked my whole world.
You never
I thought
do
it was
that?
created in the Bronx, man.
I heard that too. I heard it was created in the Bronx too, but
I heard it was created. It was on a store on 110th and First Ave.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And this was back then this was when I was young, for me.
Right,
not now, for me.
Shout out to my niggas that get chopped cheese on cocoa bread. Show some
Gangster,
class.
that's the flock.
Show some class.
That's the flock right there.
Rock, what's the best spot? You know, it's funny, and this is no disrespect to your hood, but the biggest problem for me when I lived on 168 and 3rd was there was not really nothing for me to eat. Like, or I guess I didn't look hard enough. I was only good for a year.
Nah, you good. Because there's nothing over there, you heard?
Right, yeah. Unfortunately. Right.
So you just got to find you a good deli and with a nigga with some clean hands. Like, that's what I look for when somebody cooking my food.
Right,
what your
right.
hands look like. I don't, you know what I mean? But,
yeah, what's the best spot for you?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a local nigga, but I ain't gonna front this shit on bistros. My shorty could tell you about it. Like on 138th, Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah, the lobster mac to die for. Okay.
Sheesh. Okay, they serving lobster mac in the Bronx.
And it's a dope spot for artists.
Okay.
Because they like the inside, it's like all of the walls is made out of gold, but it's like gold records like melted into the wall.
That's dope.
So it gives you a dope feel.
Gotcha. Are you familiar with? I know there was a spot I used to go to. It was on 168 between 3rd and I forgot. It's called Jimmy's on the go. It's like a Jimbo's. Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I fuck with that spot.
Yeah, shout out to Jimmy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Next question I want to get into, Mel. What's you say you're different, right, with the music?
Yeah.
What's the toughest bar you ever wrote?
To be honest, I'm just feeling like fuck everybody. Niggas fake, I know who really got me. Closing that back door, she tryna slime me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What was going through your mind when you made that bar?
I was like, it was like, I ain't gonna lie, like when I was writing that ball, I would just think about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I would just think about relationships. I mean, just trying to see if you know what it is. It's all about hooks. If you know how to make a good hook line,
right,
everybody gonna jack you for me.
Right.
So that's why most of my songs just like hook lines, like hook line after hook line after hook line. I just know what to say for me. Mm-hmm. So when I was writing that, I was like, fuck, if the first line gonna be fire, the rest of the song gonna be swag for me. So I feel like that's the best bar I ever wrote because niggas feel that line online for me. TikTok, everything for me. Like I should show y'all the video. I'm gonna show y'all another time on my gram though for me. But on TikTok, going crazy right now too.
Say that, all right, but Roc, I feel like I gave you enough time to cook that up. What's the toughest bar you ever wrote?
So it's crazy, right? Cause when
he got balls too. He got balls too.
So my shorty know this ball. A lot of my close niggas know this ball, right?
Okay.
It started. It came from a battle verse, and I ended up putting it in a feature that I got with JD.
Oh, cool.
On BJD.
Oh, fine. Okay.
But it was fake. It's a fake controversial ball because I'm not talking about Bobby, but it's like it's the reference to what they say.
Okay.
So I had said, Roc Rilla, top driller. You don't want me to spin your block, nigga. Bullet hitting me, scream, I'm like, stop making it hot, nigga. And niggas went crazy for that because I'm battling a Crip nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? But my niggas knew to say, like, so it sounded crazy here,
Right.
stop making it hot. So they went crazy. But that was like one of like my fires, like battle balls that made niggas go nutty.
And you said, were you this was a track with JD or you was battling JD?
Oh, nah. So me and JD got a song, but like that's how it's unreleased. So
okay.
I haven't dropped it yet, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I ended it.
When we getting that track with JD?
Right. I'm not even going front. I'm trying to drop a project by October.
Okay, cool.
Some Drake shit.
Cool. October's very young.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch that title. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple years for himself. But I no funny shit. I see music as seasonal. Like a seasonal thing.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I'm saying? Like, so I like to make certain music in the fall, certain music in the winter, and I know what kind of vibe I want to put out during those type of seasons.
Right. I bet. I feel like right now would be the perfect time to drop that JD track, but I'm just being
he
petty.
went crazy.
I'm just being
petty. But yeah, respectfully though.
Say that. Next question I want to get into. Mel, if you could have dinner with any 5 people dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Any 5 people?
Mm-hmm. Shout out Auto Smoke for that question.
King Von, I ain't gonna lie, Lil Durk, Jay-Z, Kanye. What's that for? King Von, Durk, Kanye, Jay-Z,
okay,
and
one more.
One more person.
Anybody.
Elon Musk.
All right. So let's why those 5?
Elon, he a billionaire. I want to see where his mind at. I want to see like if he teach me how to make some money and shit for me. Mm-hmm. Who else I said? Vaughn. That's my favorite artist for me. That's my favorite artist all time for me. But alive, Lil Durk, my favorite artist right now. Okay. For me. So that's why I was. Vaughn. Yeah, I just fuck with Lil Durk energy for me. Like he really be talking for the trenches for me. So I have dinner with him for me just for the one night for me. Pause type shit. We just
you just have a little meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody have a meal type shit. 5-star meal. Mm-hmm. Who else did I say?
You said Jay-Z and Kanye.
Jay-Z, Jay-Z a smart nigga. He a black for me, black excellence for me. So just being around Jay-Z, eating a dinner with him, it just for me that'd be fire. I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. And who else? Kanye just a weird nigga.
Yeah, I fuck with Kanye.
Kanye a weird nigga for me. I feel like having a dinner with Kanye would just be mad funny for me.
That's fire.
Cause just the weird shit he do, like the vibes he give off for me, the shit he wear, like what are you wearing, bro? Like,
I fuck with that. Wasn't he at the BET Awards? He had the full ski.
Like, yeah, he had the black shit on for
me. Was fire.
Like weird nigga.
I like that shit.
Nah, cool, it's fire because it's Kanye. Like nobody gonna judge him. Yeah, nobody gonna judge him. For me, it's Kanye.
Right.
He do what he want to, bro.
And I think the most important part of the question is what's on the menu for that dinner, which I am.
For everybody or like just one person?
I guess for everybody, which I am.
Like for me, like I ain't gonna lie. It depends. I'm not really a steak person, but if we had like a fancy restaurant, I'm gonna get a steak.
Okay.
Probably like a fire steak with some mashed potatoes. For me, kill that real quick. And I'm a milkshake nigga. Every restaurant I go to, I need a milkshake.
Okay.
I need a milkshake.
What's the flavor? What's the go-to flavor?
Like the birthday cake shit or
Oh,
like the
that's
Oreo
tough.
one.
That's
The birthday
tough.
cake shit fire for me.
That's
See, I knew I wasn't the only one.
Nah, that's underrated.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
cookies
OD
and cream
underrated.
food.
Nah, cookies and cream shit that shit been out for mad long. I been eating that, but the birthday cake shit mad underrated. Nobody be eating that for me. Every time I go get some ice cream and I see that, nobody be scooping that shit trying to get some for me. So it's only me
Niggas
eating
sleeping.
that. Yeah.
I bet. Rock, same question. If you could have dinner with any 5 people dead or alive, who would they be and what?
Pac, gangster. I would love to sit down and talk to the homie. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, shout out my son. I ain't gonna front Jay-Z. That'd definitely be a good vibe. My son Pop too, Pop Smoke.
R.I.P.
I bring
Pop
my
Smoke.
son back, sit down with the cousin just to let him know how crazy he went. Like he really took the whole world over at 20. And last but not least, Malcolm X,
Dope.
gangster.
So why those 5?
Well, I just said my reason for Pop,
Right,
just
right.
who he was. Jay-Z for the same reasons as bro, like just to pick his brain, cause I know we got the same type of recipe, like trying to do the same thing. Pac, because I feel like he was Jay-Z before it was Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
but
I
like
never heard that before.
Yeah, like I feel like he was just great, man, before his time. And
What about
fucking,
Biggie?
Nah, I ain't gonna front. Nah, no disrespect
gonna-
to Brooklyn. I was definitely.
You
gonna
gotta throw in
bring
Biggie if you
Bro,
want to talk about Tupac. For me.
Right.
Gangster.
I gotta get both sides, so I might Cole, no funny shit. I fuck with you, but you got some time left, so I'm gonna sit Cole out. I'm saying,
J.
I might
Cole?
take him out the group chat. Yeah, I might put Biggie in just for Mel, like because that definitely was he definitely lit the city up for us. And Malcolm, because no funny shit, like I always see myself as like an educated soldier. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Sense.
Like I'm dumb enough to go drill and jump out of tanks with a nigga, but I can also sit at this board and just do airstrikes and never leave a room. Like
I told my crib mans the other day, that makes you more dangerous with that you educated.
When I figured that part of the game out, I really became a dangerous person.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you get power in the underworld and you don't gotta just bank for yourself no more. Like now niggas respect you and then give you underlings. Like yo, you got 20, 30 niggas that just do whatever. Not to take this conversation left, but I never did it in a negative way. But when it was time to actually push buttons, I was such a strategic thinker that niggas wasn't prepared for that. Cause you so used to niggas being impulsive, you're not gonna think a nigga gonna take the time out and trap off blocks. And everywhere you go, is somebody waiting for you. Like,
Sheesh. Don't let that go over your head.
facts, bro.
We got a couple more questions left. Mel, knowing what you know now, what would you tell the younger version of yourself and why?
Like, what you mean by that? Like, bad life decisions I made? Or
No,
like just
good or bad. So let's say, like, feel me, you were like probably 10 or 11, and you know what life is gonna look like now that you're 18. Like, what would you have told the younger version of yourself?
I would tell myself, like, I'm gonna take it back to school wise. I'm gonna tell myself like skipping school wasn't it. Like, it wasn't it. Like, I should have just, for me, been going to school more. Even though I wasn't a dummy, I still passed for me, but I didn't get the grades that I wanted. The
Yeah, you
grades
didn't
that
value
I,
school as much as you knew you could have.
As I could have. For me, like, I do now. For me, I value school a lot. For me, it may seem like hood niggas may be like, oh, you going to school and shit. For me, because I used to go to school, and like, some of my mans would be like, nah, why you going to school, bro? I'd be like, yo, bro, what you mean why I'm going to school? Right. Like, I'm trying to
That
go through
speaks to what you
something.
talked about.
Yeah, so I'm trying to
Makes you more
say,
dangerous.
certain niggas don't want an education. Like, for me, like, I do though. So that's why, like, for me, I just try to go get that shit.
I better say that. Rock, same question.
That's a tough one, man. Because a lot of times I always say, like, if you go back and change something, all of this shit would be different.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm content with where I'm at and what, if I'm saying what God bless me with, bro, then I can't be in and out about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just take whatever I went through as the lessons I was supposed to go through. Cause I'm tacked, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
bro,
I appreciate the
everything
honesty.
I went through, mad tack. Appreciate it, bro. Everything I went through made me top of the game on whatever I wanted to do in life. I can accomplish because of my lessons. You know what I mean?
I best say that. Let's go. I didn't get to ask the question. Your most memorable moment in the studio.
Most memorable moment in the studio? I ain't gonna, nah, it's a moment I can't talk about. Like, that's the most funniest moment I can't talk about. But another moment for me, damn, I don't even know. Oh, it was some other nigga from Brooklyn that I know, for me. Like, I used to go to school and I told him pull up to the store and then he got into an altercation with one of my mans.
Okay.
Like, one of my real mans. He was talking crazy. Like, he dissed somebody in a song that was my mans. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So my mans heard it like, yo, you just said, like, he was like, yeah, like, nigga, I'm smoking, such and such.
Sheesh.
So, you know, it just went left from there, for me. So then, I ain't gonna lie, like, it was funny to me, but nigga threw water on him, like, this bottle of water right here. Nigga, he didn't even open it. I swear to God, we just came from the store. For me, opened it. He was like, you smoking whoop? Threw it on him. I started laughing. For me, the nigga I came in like, yo, like, why you laughing? For me, like, he just threw water on me. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you smoking his man.
Yeah, you had it coming.
Gotta handle that. For me, I'm not about to argue with my mans because you just said you smoking his man. I'm
Right,
not
yeah.
getting this. For me, you should have never said it.
Right.
And now they fucking on my studio session too, because now y'all fighting in my shit. I'm trying to record.
Right.
So it's like, that was mad funny to me. He got water thrown on him for saying he's smoking niggas' mans.
Nah, that's so deep. Alright, Roc, your most memorable moment in the studio.
I'm still stuck on that story. He ain't go.
Nah, he wasn't on that. After he got hit with the water, he walked out.
Come on, man.
Like, he's some, like, bro,
Yo,
you know how
whoever
you,
that engineer was, I would have deleted that whole track. Like, not it.
I go to
know
school with
mine,
Dave
but that's
niggas.
crazy.
Like, little niggas, not little niggas, but niggas who try to follow you, like, they look up to you in school.
Oh, shit.
He was one of those, so
nah.
he seen me post a thriller one day, he was like, yo, I want to do a song with you, so that's why I had him pull up to the studio, like, pay me for a feature.
Nah, I'm
all
thinking
that.
he like a shy K nigga.
Nah, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He paid me for a feature and got water through him. I just remembered this. He paid
That's
me for
crazy.
He paid me to get on a song with him.
That's crazy.
I ain't even throw my verse on yet before that shit happened for me, cause he got straight to it. Like, I think he was like, then he was like, I'm smoking on for me. And right there, it was just,
So did you end up getting on a song?
nah, cause he walked out after he got worked through him. I had the
okay,
bread on me already and shit for me. I was gonna give it back. I'm not a damn nigga, like, for me, I ain't need the money. Like,
Right.
if he want the money back, I already gave it to him, for me, like, cause he didn't get to finish his song, but he just walked out. Never called me, never texted me. I haven't spoke to him since, bro. For
No,
me.
he
probably just,
he
you
lost
know.
me with that one.
I don't know, bro. For me, I made songs during the studio. After that, I ain't leave because he left. For me, I paid for this. I paid for this
He's
studio.
crazy because I don't want to talk about him. No, he's crazy.
Yeah,
he's
he's
crazy.
dumb.
But yeah, Roc, talk to me.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. I've been in the studio for years, bro. So it's been some crazy nights. But I think the dopest moment for me was like the day I called my mom's and like used her voice as audio. But when she finally heard the song, like she started crying. Like she was
That's
so
dope.
proud. But it was dope to just finally, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Have one of those records, you know what I'm saying, with Mama Love on it, and she was like, "I love you, son," and saying stuff like that. Like
yeah,
how
that's
Drake
fire.
be using his little answer machine
Yeah.
recordings, but it just finally felt good. Like, damn, my mom's finally recognized me as an artist, and she on the record.
That's dope. Appreciate that story. That was dope.
Fire.
But we got 2 more questions left. Mel, who do you want to see next on the Hood Journal podcast?
You gotta get you definitely gotta get my son Jay Dottie up here. You gotta get Kai Dollars up here. Get Rob Porter up here ASAP.
Yeah.
Before you leave or when you come back, get him up here ASAP. You gotta get
When I
Rob
come
Porter up
back,
here.
I
For me,
got
shout out, bro. I gotta get a couple of my niggas up here for me. Like, I'm just not trying to say that just because it's my interview. I'm trying to shout
Nah,
my
just
niggas out.
tell
but
me. I'm here.
my niggas is rapping for me. Like, they really consistent. Like, they trying to do something for me. So I'm up here on this platform. I'm gonna just shout them out for me, like a real brother would for me.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just shouting them out. You gotta tap in with Rob Porter, tap in with Ray Kenzo, tap in with AJ, tap in with my little brother too. My little brother about to make a song for
Yes,
me.
sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out Joe Thresh, free the Threshies you heard, free my brothers. Shout out Joe Thresh, shout out BG Thresh for me. Shout out Bull. I got this for me, this girl, like she from my block for me. She a dyke and shit, but she make funny ass videos.
Okay.
So I think it was dope for you.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Boy Dollars.
Yeah,
Boy
I know
Dollars.
you're talking about.
Shout out
I
Boy.
didn't know
for me.
she from out there.
Nah, yeah, she from my
mad
block. For
funny.
me, gangster.
I remember the video where she was dancing and then she got the clip of the police officers dancing. That shit was dumb funny. She's mad funny.
Yeah, like, shout out my gang, you heard? Shout out Boy for me, but you gotta get her up here. I think it would be mad though if you get a comedian up here and I talk about all the videos she done for me.
Okay.
Like all the views she done put off her videos for me. She mad funny for me. I need to get her up here ASAP.
All right, but before I ask Roc, I didn't even get to touch on this during the interview. Where y'all get the name Tres from?
Alright, yeah. So I'm glad you asked me. So people that watch it don't get confused for me. So Tres is like, alright. So we on. For me, Taino is on 123rd and 3rd Avenue.
Okay.
Tres is in Spanish is Tres. 3 in Spanish is Tres. Yeah. So for me, So that's where it come from. Like, we on 3rd Avenue and 3 in Spanish is Dutch for me. So my older brother started this. He started the Dutch shit for me. So he just, I don't know, he just made it Dutch for me. He just called it Dutch for me. I guess he didn't want to call it 3, so he just came up, like, for me.
And then, feel me, just so people are not confused. So does that mean only people from Taino Towers are Tres, or people from Wagner is Tres too?
Nah, like, a couple people that live in Wagner, like, we all one. Wagner and Taino is one. Like, even though we're across street from each other and it's different complexes, we're one. Like, some people that live in Wagner, they Dutch, feel me? Some people that are Dutch live in Taino, feel me? Dutch not a gang, too, for any cops watching. It's a family, feel me? We just make music, for me, and we do positive things, for me? Free the guys, though. Everybody innocent, but, yeah, it's not like it's not like we separated from me. We right across the street from each other. We all one.
Okay,
so
for
me,
appreciate that. All right, but Roc, who do you want to see next on the Hood Journal podcast?
I'll get my son Ray Cash up here. Ray Cash is a dope artist. My son AB number 8. Shout out my son number 8. You know, African.
Yeah.
My son AB.
Shout out AB.
Okay.
My son really go crazy, and he got a whole country behind him. Like, they think he already famous out here just off of Instagram, like, cause he's from Senegal.
Dope.
If I'm saying, but who else, man? You gotta get Silver Rain up here.
Okay.
She's a dope artist. She's really, to me, like the next Aaliyah, Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Yeah, that dope type shit. Last but not least, I gotta get my son Eastwood Slim up here.
Say no more.
Yeah.
All right, bet. I gotta tap in.
Yeah, for sure.
With that being said, I'm more to the interview, but this is the talking shit segment. Anybody want to shout out? Anything want to give your chest? Tell the people what they want to hear.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just tune in for us, for me, really, though. It's just, like, tune in for us. We about to, like, just take over the Harlem scene.
Facts.
Easy, too. Like, easy, watch. For me, it's 2022. Yeah, about to end for me. I guarantee you we blow up 2023 for me. For sure. Like, that's a promise for me.
Roll the summer jam.
Yeah, for me. Rolling loud. We coming for me. But, yeah, for me, that's all I gotta say.
All right, bet. Roc, anybody want to shout and don't give your chest? Tell the people doing here.
Shout out to Thrushies, bro. My son's really next up. Shout out Mel. My son really a leader. You know what I'm saying? He really tact and he know what he wants, so that's why he gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my team, my label, XO Productions. Shout out Ghost Town, Free the Bros, Free the Cave, and yeah, man. BX.
Yes, sir.
Shout out her journals too for the interview.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out her journals, man. For
Yes,
real. And shout out to my son living. So we just gonna say you live in what's that? The town land town? How you gonna call that? Cause you in the middle, man. But you from the town, bro. Matter of fact, fuck that. They not even getting a body. You from the town. You tell niggas I'm from the town.
I'm from 5 Deuce. If you know, you know. I'm from 5 Deuce.
Say that.
Yes,
and I
sir.
would appreciate it, bro. Man, I appreciate you having me.
Always, gang.
You deserve it. If I'm saying, like I said, my son really next up. So
No, it's a
if you
fact.
tapped in, it's about to get scary.
Say that. With that being said, Mel Roc, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for bringing me out to this amazing studio. This is different. You bringing me to different shit. It was first with the best tournament.
It's just different.
Told you, bro. You gotta make sure, like, just get everything situated, bro. Try to
Appreciate
make
that.
the best content. For me, that's why I was telling you, like, with the tournament. I told you, pull up, like, you're gonna get good content. You're gonna tap in with new people, like, you're gonna make new connections. For
You
me,
ain't lie.
yeah. For me, look,
You ain't
Neek
lie.
Bucks follow you now. You see where that went.
Yes, sir. I bet. And make sure y'all continue to support their music. Tap into the music they got going on. And that's a wrap.
Yo.